This is one of the best preserved historic homes in all of Washington, D.C. Hi, I'm Joe Himmeley, and today I'm at the Woodrow Wilson House in Kalorama, Washington, D.C. This Georgian Revival-style house was designed by famed architect Waddy Butler Wood for the Fairbanks family and completed in 1916. Woodrow Wilson left office after a complicated presidency in 1921 and moved into this house. First Lady Edith Wilson had purchased this home just a month prior and ordered that the trunk lift be converted into an elevator to accommodate Woodrow's wheelchair. Almost all of the items you see in the house were here when President Wilson passed away in 1924. This room was nicknamed the dugout by Wilson, and it's where he would meet daily with his personal secretary, John Randolph Bowling, who was also his brother-in-law. Bowling used Edith's old desk from the White House to manage and track the home's daily operations. This desk was purchased by Edith's first father-in-law, Matthew Galt, in 1873. It was used in the Capitol building by the U.S. representative for Rockland, Illinois. Both the desk and the chair are decorated with a shield with 3 stars. The legs of the chair are very ornate, and you can see more stars there too. The kitchen has so many extraordinary details, I just have to show you some of my favorites. In modern kitchens now, they talk about dual fuel ranges, and they're talking about gas and electric. But this is dual fuel with gas and coal. It has a grill and multiple burners, and underneath you'll see many different ovens, and down here at the bottom is where you would actually put in the coal. My favorite part is this. This is a toaster. You would put the bread on one side to warm it, and then you turn it over and toast on the other side. But there's another toaster that's cool too. This was their modern toaster. You put your slice of bread in here, close the top, toast one side, and then reverse it and toast the other. There are 2 sinks in this kitchen. This high one was used for cleaning vegetables. This main tub was used for the actual cleaning, and it's interesting how they shielded the drain. After you would clean the vegetables, you would put them up here on the drying rack. This is the lower sink, and it's a scullery sink where they would do all the cleaning of the pots, pans, and dishes. And you'll notice that it's much lower because the staff that was assigned here would generally be younger. Here's the drain board with grooves carved into it so the water would drain away, and it can also be flipped up for storage. And above it you can see some of the cleaning tools, including this pot scrubber. To communicate in a large house like this, there were a couple of methods used. One was the call button and annunciator. You'd press the button and the annunciator would flag which room needed help. And later they added this intercom system. You can see the buttons here and it would call each individual room. Here's the third. This is a speaker tube, and the speaker tube is right beside the dumbwaiter that goes upstairs to the dining room. Here's the dumbwaiter upstairs. This is the dining room, and beside it is actually a plate warmer to keep the food warm before it was served. I love this plate warmer. The detailed venting at the top, the original manufacturer's plate is just lovely, and then check out the hinge and where the gas comes in. How cool is that? Look at this amazing dining room with the beautiful fireplace, the amazing crown moldings, and all of the other details in this room. On the other wall, you can see the beautiful mirror and the intricately carved sideboard. And beside the sideboard, you have the original push-button light switches and the call button for the annunciator in the kitchen. Across from the dining room is the butler's pantry. Here you'll find storage for dinnerware, silverware, and glassware. You'll notice that the sink is not adjacent to the window because the architect wanted to keep the exterior windows symmetrical. Because of that, the drain line is exposed. The pipe on the right is the actual drain, and the decorative one on the left was added just to keep the room symmetrical. The sink itself is made of zinc because the metal is softer and is less likely to break chinaware if it's accidentally dropped in the sink. Off the dining room, you'll find the solarium, and some of these plants were actually propagated from original plants that Edith had. The room is lovely with this curved detail. Even the door is curved. It's magnificent. Here in the library, the walls are decorated with painted canvas and beautiful crown moldings. There are many interesting artifacts, including this graphoscope, which is a movie projector that was given to the Wilsons. On the wall above the bookcase is the movie screen. Here is Wilson's desk and cabinet chair. The desk originally belonged to Randolph, Wilson's secretary. On it you'll find a Tiffany desk set and Wilson's typewriter. This is the drawing room. It's the most decorative room in the house. It was rarely used by the Wilsons. This is a tapestry of the marriage of Cupid and Psyche. When you come for a visit, take a look for the intentional mistake on one of the figures. And it was right here where Wilson laid in state before he was taken to the National Cathedral. On the top level, I really love this trunk room. Look at all the beautiful woodwork in here and how big it is. It's simply magnificent. This was Wilson's bedroom, and there's a door to a side balcony that was used as a sleeping porch when the weather was too hot in Washington. Here's his original ensuite bathroom with a beautiful linoleum floor, a pedestal sink, and a very deep soaking tub. Across the hallway is Edith's bedroom. And this is Edith's ensuite bathroom with a beautiful vanity and another deep soaking tub. This is the nurse's bedroom, located between Wilson and Edith's rooms. On the desk was this electric shock therapy case. It was used to administer therapy to Wilson as he lay on this medical bed. Upstairs, if you take their specialty architecture tour, you can check out this amazing drying system. What you would do is open the drawer here, hang your clothes over the rod, and then you would close it. And at the bottom, there was an open flame where it would dry the clothes. I love upstairs that they have the original laundry area. Here they have 4 sinks, one for bluing, one for bleaching, one for cleaning, and one for rinsing. This house used to have a coal-fired furnace in the basement, and the coal was delivered directly through these chutes. When deliveries would arrive, they'd open the hatch and dump the coal down the chute. The coal would slide down into this room in the basement, specifically designed for coal storage. And they still even have some of the original coal. My favorite room is the mechanical room for the elevator. There is still equipment from the original installation of the elevator, except that the electrical current that now operates it is alternating as opposed to the direct current that was siphoned from the old DC streetcars on Connecticut Avenue. One day, I'd love to learn exactly how all this worked and what all of the parts are called. The sunken garden was designed by Waddy Wood, and just recently they made it into a native plant garden. I hope you enjoyed this tour of the Woodrow Wilson House. Don't forget to like and subscribe.